He is Chairman of Energy Strategies and Policies. Lovely to have you on the program with us. And so how much of a setback is this runaway gas well to CEO Christophe de Margerie's plans to reverse a slump in production?
Well, in terms of production share for Total, it's fairly small because Total has a very important oil and gas production throughout the world. It will have a very slight impact. It depends, of course, on the duration of the incident, but clearly it won't be an obstacle to Total strategy, which is a medium-term strategy in terms of growth of its oil and gas production throughout the world.
But how does this impact Total's plans in the North Sea? Because they've stepped up investment in the UK, haven't they? But the problem we were just talking about there is that they might now have to drill an emergency well to stop the gas leak. If it takes months to drill that relief well, well, then it could also take months to get back to production, couldn't it?
Yes, but in fact, we now know that this accident comes from a well called G4, which was closed about 1 year ago due to some problems at the time. So the fact that this well has now a problem with this gas leak, which is something very serious, of course, does not have a great impact on Total future production in the UK sector of the North Sea, because the well was already closed since February 2011.
How might the incident hurt the North Sea oil industry in general? What other companies are at risk besides Total?
I think that the likely impact of such an accident is not due to this accident itself, but to a succession of accidents in deep waters or not deep waters throughout the world. Of course, everyone reminds the Deepwater Horizon catastrophe in April 2010 in the Gulf of Mexico. We have long-standing problems with Shell in the Niger Delta with oil spills. We have problems with Chevron off the Brazilian coasts. We had a very important oil spill in China, etc., etc. So when you add all these things, people may say to themselves, is the oil industry really in a position to master the exploration and exploitation of oil and gas in offshore and in deep waters and ultra deep waters? And it could rise the pressures on the oil industry in order for
Mr. Perrin,
to get new permits.
Yes, I mean, speaking of the oil industry as a whole, if I could just ask you then about comments from French Prime Minister François Fillon saying that US and European countries will reach an agreement, he says, on using strategic stocks to push down the price of oil. When do you think that might happen, and how much of an impact will it have on the oil price? Are we looking at something below $100?
Apparently, judging from the recent statements by French high officials, it seems that a decision by the International Energy Agency based in Paris and the countries concerned could be taken in the next few days. The problem is that we must not expect much from this. Clearly, oil prices are on the rise at the world level for political reasons linked to Iran, linked to Syria, linked to Yemen, linked to the Republic of South Sudan, etc. And we cannot expect the fact that some strategic stocks will be put on the market.
I really appreciate your analysis,
impact.
Mr. Francis Perrin. Thank you.